Welcome to this part of the virtual assistant course. Today we're going to talk about how to plan like a pro. All right, so as a virtual assistant, remember from day one I told you that there are different parts of virtual assistant. So you might actually be hired to plan your client's arrangement, travel arrangement. You might be hired as a virtual assistant on purpose. Just your duty is just to be planning maybe a company's travel arrangement or your boss travel arrangement. How do you do that? So today I'm going to walk you through how to do it step by step. Please kindly help me subscribe to the channel, like this video, say something nice about me and about the video in the comment section for you to recommend this video to reach a louder audience. Now this particular video is going to be in two parts because I just want to show you like 2 or 3 slides of what everything is, that will now move into the full practicals. Now, how to manage travel arrangement for your clients. Now, if you are employed as a travel planner for anybody, the first thing you do, or let's say when you get on board, they onboard you and everything has happened. Now your boss say, I'm traveling to France, please can you help me book my reservation, do everything. If you say he's traveling to France, the first thing you do is you send a form of questions to him. I will show you how to create that form here. So you send a form of question to him, asking him everything about that traveling so that he can be able to plan it well. He will fill the form, return back to you, you now plan it well. Is that okay? Now, the questions you would send to him will carry the travel date, the destination, where is he going to, the city and specific venue, what is his budget, does he like the upper limit or the medium limit. So some people like economy, some people like have the money for first class and all of that. You have to ask that. Then the preferred airline, what airline does he prefer? Some people prefer British airline, Arab airline, Peace airline and all of that. You have to ask him. Then preferred class of hotel he wants to stay in France, because if he goes there, if he doesn't have a house there, he needs to rent a hotel. Is that okay? So where will he stay? What kind of hotel does he like? You have asked this question. Then the health and dietary information, what kind of food does he eat, what kind of food does he not eat. So you are the one that will book all these things in those hotels for him. Is that okay? Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do everything here. Is that okay? All right, so what is the purpose of the travel? Is he traveling with his family for leisure, or is he traveling because of his health, or is he traveling because of business? Is that okay? Now, travel times, all right, does he like traveling in the morning, or he like traveling in the afternoon, or he like traveling in the evening? Most of you that book travel how they call, you book reservations, you know that they will ask you to select your time you want to travel. Is that okay? So and travel policy, you will likely have to tell him some of the travel policy of that particular airline. So these are the questions, and even more if you have to research on your own. All right, so now we have to know the basic requirement before somebody travel. Number one is you need a valid passport. All right, so he needs to give you a passport. That's why I was telling you from day one that clients information are confidential. I keep saying this all throughout this course. Clients information are what? Confidential. So he will entrust you with his passport, because you are the one who will submit it to the person. So remember, you are working online, so you are not just going to go to any airport, you are submitting it online. So either he submits it or you submit it, but you are the one who will submit, because we are the one booking the reservation. Is that okay? So you submit it like 4 to 6 days for processing. So you have to give it to you on time, so you submit it for processing if he doesn't have his own flight, his own plane rather. Now you also need a visa. All right, so you can research in official website, which I'm also going to show you, embassy website and immigration website, that to know information about the flight to that area. Are you understanding me? So when you are researching on Google, this is what you will do. If you say, let's say France travel, let's say France travel requirements, France flights requirement, you put .gov. Why are you putting .gov? Because you want only the website that belongs to France. You want only information posted in France website to come on, because there are a lot of bloggers that are posting rubbish. You might actually go and copy wrong information from people's website, not knowing that it's not even needed or it's wrong. Is that okay? So you have to put .gov, or you have to put maybe there's another thing I will teach you when we get to the practice, that you put, so to filter only the required website. Is that okay? All right, so let's say you see like this example, and then you have to also check for travel health. Now, there are some countries that before you travel, they must quarantine you. They must not quarantine, they must check your health. Is that okay? If you get to the airport, they will check you. If you have any sickness, they will quarantine you before you even allow you to enter the country. For example, during that time of COVID-19, you can see that many people were stranded in the airport because they were trying to quarantine them. Are you understanding me? So you have to check his health status and the kind of health requirement that is needed to enter that country that your boss is about to go. All right. Now, once you are done getting all this information, you now proceed to any slide presentation to create the slide, which you are going to be doing here, which is the major focus. So today we are going to be using Canva, but you can use Google Slide like I taught you from day 2, no problem. But I will show you and I'll tell you why we're using Google Canva Slide. Is that okay? So with that, we are now done with this particular short introduction and we'll now go into the practice. So I'll also teach you how to use tripit. Please let me not forget it. I will teach you how to use tripit as to bypass most of all these things. Don't worry, we'll get there. If I did not, tell me in the comment section. I'll make a short video for it, but I wish I will remember in this video. Now let's proceed. Now remember again, the first thing you will do is you come to Google and then you come to your Google apps and then you click on forms. Is that okay? That's the first thing you do. So the first thing you do is you click on new form. You should know this by now because you took Google Workspace Tools class. So you should know this by now. Click on form and then you click on here. Then what is the title? You can say travel to Spain, or sorry, travel to France, or whichever one that you want. Just put it a nice title. All right, then say that this is maybe the description. Let's say this is the form to get information, blah blah blah, from you in order to make your plan your reservation. Now here you now start adding all these questions that I have here. So what is the travel date? You now put here and say travel date. All right, okay, this is a travel date, and then you can put it as him to write. Let's change it to short answer. You write it, then of course put it as required, then click on duplicate. I showed you this from day 2. So now come again. Now let's say what is his preferred hotel. All right, preferred hotel. All right, so you can also leave it as short answer. Then you can now click on here, and then the next thing is just be filling all these questions and ensure that you know how to create it. In case you don't know how to create it, please visit the day 2 class. I actually talked about how to use Google Form. Now once you are done creating all the form, of course publish, pick the link, send to him. Now he fills all the information, return back to you, and then you can now come to responses, and then you can now see all the things he filled. From those information, you can now know what to do in creating that Google slide. Is that okay? Now the second thing to do is let's go to Google. Let's click on another tab, go to Google, and then we have to research for some information. So for example, we say France entry and exit requirement. Is that okay? You have to know the requirement that it takes to enter that country. Is that okay? So you click on, then you click on .gov, and then click on enter, and then all the some you can now see that it has filtered this one. This is www.gov UK foreign. This is not the one we want. This one is showing UK. We say France. Is that okay? So come down, you can see that this one is travel.state.gov international travel France. This one may actually work, but it's US, but this one is France visas, francevisas.gov. Are you seeing it? So this is an official website of France. We open it in another tab and then see if you can usembassy.gov or diplomatic travel. Or one thing you can also do is that you can say France traveling location from, what is the country the boss is traveling from? Let's say from US, and then you can click on enter, and then you can now see this US embassy will now be valid for you. So you can now click on there and go there. Is that okay? So let me open it and try to see. So when we go to the website, if you check here, you can see, if you scroll down, you should be able to see the requirement it takes to enter that place. We have not seen any. Let's scroll down and check. Just check the whole of the website. You should be able to see document to be presented on arrival in France. Okay, they are here. A valid passport less than 10 years, a valid visa if required, a proof of occupancy. Are you seeing them? So you can now copy all these details and tell your boss, okay, these are the details you need before you can enter France. Are you understanding? So he will provide them with you, and then or arrange them so that when he gets there, he presents them. All right, that's it. So you have to go to the website, find the information of the country you want to travel, and get all these things done. Is that okay? So you can also start to search more information and see, say, Europe's schema, Schengen area and France visa, traveling to France, general information for your visit. You can see you got these things are also important. You can now try to read them. Travel with minors, that even if he's traveling with children, what is the requirements, and you can see it's just very simple. Go to Google, try to research all of this and get yourself ready. Now when you are researching, please write all these things down. Like for this, for example, on this one now, we have all these things here. Please write them down. Either you write them down or you copy them and write them in a Google Docs. We talked about this from day 2 under workspace tools, right? So you can now write them on Google Docs and you are good to go. Is that okay? So that when you are preparing the slides, you can now, add all this information, or you can even send them to him and say, this is what is needed to create it. So once you have gathered all this information, the next thing to do is to now create the Google slide. Now we will now come back to Canva. Now I have a video on how to use Canva Pro account for free, so you can actually check the video description to see that video on how to use get Canva Pro account for free. Even if you don't have Canva Pro account for free, the free one can allow you to design this. However, if it's not working for you, whoever you are working for, the tools you need, they must provide. Are you understanding me? You tell them we need so they will provide. These are people who have money and paying you in dollars. Is that okay? So we'll come here and we can add travel planner template. All right, so we need a template that we can use. You can create it from scratch anyway, but we want travel planner template. So we scroll down. This is not what I want, please. Travel planner slide template. All right, click on enter and let's see travel planner here. This is something I want, but let's scroll down and I will look for anyone that is good. This one is a bit good, but it's looking like children owned, but I don't like it. So this one is also looking good, but it's like a 1-page old. We need this one is like 12 pages. I think this one is good, but no, I don't like it. Let's go down. This is the one I used in the previous class I was teaching, so I will use it. So just try to search for it and go. All right, let me click on it, and then you now click on edit. Of course, you know what templates are. You just edit them and put. So click on edit, and they will now come up here. So please let me remove all these things here so that they will not confuse me. Let me know what I'm doing. I don't like congesting my tabs like that. All right, so let's come here. Please, let's allow it to load, and you can see that this is the template. Now on the template here, this is where the main work is. This is where you're going to design everything and send it to your boss for approval. Is that okay? So what will you do here? So we have selected a template. Like again, I said, you can build it from scratch by deleting everything and start from scratch. And then now if you come here, all right, let me close it. When I type that travel arrangement, for the first thing here, you're supposed to see the blank template, or like you can just put travel planner slide blank template. A blank template, let me just put it, please. No time, because I'm wasting time here. You see a blank template without anything. Click on it, just one white space. You start building on that. But I like templates, and you should also like it. All right, so that is that. Now when we come here, you can now start planning it. Remember, we are going to be following this outline here. This is the outline you're going to be following. The first thing is what? Introduction. So let's come here. Let's come here and we delete this, because this is a picture. Of course, the picture is nice talking about traveling, but we need you to carry your boss picture, because it's your boss that is traveling. If it's your company, you can put a group picture of your company. So delete it, and then let's delete it. All right, so you can delete it no matter what you want, and then you can just come to upload, and then you can let's say this is the picture of your boss, for example. Or example, just taking for example, you can click on it and then you can try to arrange it. But please, let's click on BG remover, so it will remove the background. Now if you are using a free account, you might not be able to remove the background here, so you can go to remove.bg, put your picture there, remove the background, and then you import it. Yes, import it here. How do you import? See upload. After you come to upload, and then you import it, and you can now use it here. Are we clear? So that's how you can do this from phone. No issue. Is that okay? Now, but if you're using the pro account, which I say you should try the link in the video description to see if you can get it for free. Please, you can actually remove it from here. So we have to increase it, our boss picture, increase it, and ensure that we put the picture very, very well. Are you seeing? Either you put your box picture or you put something related to traveling, plane traveling. Okay, let me come to Google and do something. I'll come to Google and say travel nice pics. All right, travel nice pics. I'll click on here, and then I'll come to under image. For example, I'll come to under image, and you can see that we have no, this is not what I want. Plane. Let's just do plane travel to France. Right, France. And then click on this, and you can see I want something that carries something like a picture, but I can't. I should find it. Plan your travel arrangement. All right. I click on enter, and it's still not giving me what I want. It's actually giving me template. Oh, hey, I wanted something like will carry flights, only the flight, or you can just type aeroplane. All right, aeroplane. Aeroplane, and click on enter. All right, so like I love this. So we cannot download any of them. Is that okay? So let's say I love this one. For example, what I could do is that I love this one. I'll just click on it, and then let me right click, and then click on save image, and then click on save. The image is not just, it's just one, so I don't even like it, but you can just try to troubleshoot, please. I'm not trying to show you how to make your slide more beautiful. All right, so you can click on upload, and then you can click on this, and then the picture will come here, and then you can click on it so that it will appear on the board, and then let's remove the background. All right, so the plane is here, and I can now put it like this. So I don't want this aeroplane to be here, so I will remove it. So now let's say I don't want the picture of my boss. I'll remove it, and then I'll put something here, and I'll just maybe highlight it. So we set it properly by holding it, and then hold it from here and drag. Are you seeing? So this is how to design your slide. Just make it look beautiful. All right, so here you can now say travel to France, or anything that is the title that you want it to be look good. Travel to France. I can see it here. So you can, of course, you can change anything here. I have a video on this channel on how to use Canva, right? I think it's a graphic designing course. There are 3 videos. Please take it. The first one will show you how to use all these things. All right, so let me change this to something like this. Something like this. I like something like this, and then you can put the date. All right, so you can put the dates that he's traveling. All right, just put everything about the date, maybe on the 30th, so let's say on the 30th of July 2026, for example, and they will click it here and put everything. Put his name as well if you want to put his full name. All right, and then if you are putting the picture of the Oga of the boss, put the picture. If you are putting the group only put the company's name. Then here you can delete it. All right, so but just ensure that everything is beautiful. Now, like this color now, I don't like it, so I can just click on the background and then click on this background color, and then I can change it to any color that I want. Is that okay? I just want everything to look good. So especially ladies, you guys have good sense for good things, right? So try to ensure that everything is good. I might not be doing it exactly the way it should be, but I'm teaching, so you should present it in a nice manner. Is that okay? So I think the front page is ready, and the first thing we need to do is let's name it by clicking on this page like this and add introduction. Please name the pages. Is that okay? Because we will need it as we proceed. Now, what is the next page? The next page is exit and entry requirements. So what we can do is we can click on duplicate, and then we can now click on this and delete it. So here we can also delete it, and then we can now put, sorry, let me Ctrl Z, and then I will put the title as entry and exit requirement. All right, so it's too big, so what we'll do is just you click on it and then reduce it like this. Let's reduce it. Oh my goodness, so let me just click in the center and type 22. All right, so this is what I want. Oh, it's too small. Okay, or what I won't want to do is enter and not enter and exit requirement. I want to divide the page into 2, right? So what I will do is that let me just put entry requirements. All right, entry requirements, then I'll click on it and duplicate it and then take it to this site. Is that okay? Then I'll now change this one to exit requirements. Is that okay? I just want everything to look good. Exit requirements. So with this, and I'm okay with this. So here is okay like this, here is okay like this. All right, so let me increase them some more. Okay, so let me increase this more again. Okay, so let me adjust it properly, and then I can decide to give this in a new color by clicking on here, and let me say I give it this color. That color does not fit properly. Let me say I give you this color, it does not fit properly as well. Okay, let's say I like this color, for example. So I can now come here, all the things that you copied from this website. I close it, sorry. All the things you copy from that website. So what are the requirements? Number one is visa. Number two is passport. Number two is travel health status. All right. Number three is HIV status. And all the requirements you mentioned, you can now be mentioning them here. All right. So when you are done, you can now duplicate it again and take it to this site. Now, when he's about leaving France, what tools do he need? So for this one, he still needs his visa. He still needs his passport. He still needs his travel requirement. He still need, can you keep adding them and keep adding them and keep adding them like that? So at the end of the day, you leave it at this point. So here we duplicated it, so we have to change it and say travel and exit requirement. That's the title. Entry and exit requirements. All right. Please kindly help me subscribe to the channel and like this video if you're getting value from this. All right. Now we are done with the second part as well, and the next part is flight and transit details. Now, before we create this, I want to teach you something very, very important. Flight and transit details are simple. The one I want to teach you outside of here, I'll come to that. Let's just create it. Let's come here, and then for this one, you can just leave it like this. We want to leave this, use this dashboard, but we don't want these ones, so we can just click on this and delete. So we can click on this again and delete. We don't want them, right? So we want this one, so we'll just highlight everything that is here, all right, and then put it in the center. And then let's say we increase it. Are you seeing how to navigate your way here? Increase it. Is that okay? Now this one is, we'll now name it flight details, all right, and anything you want to put. So now click on here and click on here. So with this table, you can now say, okay, you can change this thing to say what is the flight destination, or you can, let's say Abuja, from Abuja, and then where is he going to? This is where he's going to. Let's say he's going to France, all right. So you can change that from, let's say from, and then to, and then date of arrival or date of movement. Is that okay? All right, sorry, date of movement, and then date of arrival, all right, and then this one will be price. All right, the price of the flight. Is that okay? So you can delete this one here because we might not even need it. So you can just delete this one here, you can delete this one here. So what is the date from Abuja to France? And then what is the date he's moving? You can type the date. Then what is the date he's arriving? You can say if he moves today, he will maybe arrive tomorrow. So you put the date of tomorrow. How much was the price? You put it. Are you seeing? It's as very simple as that. So we are done with this one as well. So we copy the name and then we name it as page 3. Now the next page that we want to talk about is accommodation, city attraction, food and restaurants, car rentals. These things here, this is what I want you to do. I want you to come to Google and type Google Map. All right, Google Maps. All right, click on enter. When you type Google Maps, you're going to click on Google Maps, and then when you click on Google Maps, this is what will happen. This is Google Map. You want to actually use Google Map to find out the restaurants that are around the place your guy is traveling to find out the car he's going to rent in the place he's traveling to, because this place say we are going to put food and restaurant, city attraction. Maybe he wants to visit a particular city after his meeting to enjoy himself before returning back. This is what we are going to do. Is that okay? So we are going to do for accommodation, city, food, restaurant, car rentals, 4 of them. So let's come to our Google Map, and our Google Map is already here, and we now have to put here. So the first thing is beautiful, or you can just put beautiful best hotels. All right, sorry, hotels in France. Or particularly if you put France, it's too broad, so he has to tell you where he's going to in France from that Google form. So let's say he's going to Paris. It's the only Paris I know in France, but as a football fan, I know that there are places like Nice and other ones. So but let me choose Paris. So I say Paris in France. All right, so I just do beautiful best hotels in Paris in France, or Paris, France. Just click on enter, and it's going to figure out all the information of this. So you can see Paris, I don't know how to speak French, please. It's a Paris Ador Hotel Spa. You can see it, 5-star tourist hotel, then 4.6 rating. So what we can do is we can right click on this and then open it in another tab. So we will go to the website of that hotel. So we'll go to the other. Please pay attention because I'm only going to do it for one slide. You will do it for others. So we can just come here and then let's see the person's website. This is the hotel's website. Say it's open up, and then you can say you can book a hotel from here. Are you seeing? There's always a website for it there. So you can now click on here and book the hotel. Is that okay? So but let's scroll down. But the what I want you to see from here is you should be able to see the pictures of how the hotel look, because you need the pictures. Actually, you need the pictures. So let's scroll down and say click on photos. It has photos on the website. Let's click on photos. Sorry, network is a bit slow, but let's just allow it to load. But before then, let's come back here and open another one, because you are going to select three or four, but three is okay. You are going to select three and tell him so that he'll be able to choose the best one for himself. Is that okay? So we can right click on here and open, and then let me click on here and see. Okay, this is another hotel. So you can even see that there's a video that shows the hotel here. See it. So all you can do is click on here, and you can download it, or you can copy the link. Is that okay? So now let's scroll down. We want pictures. Actually, see the beautiful pictures. So if I click on this, let's say I click on this one now, for example, it will ask me to book, but the picture is already here. Right click on the picture and save the picture. Is that okay? So you can copy a lot of pictures from here, from the hotel, just to show to your boss that this is how the hotel I want you to stay looks like. This is what virtual assistant do. So the work may be a bit tricky, but if you understand the system, it's actually very simple. Is that okay? So let's proceed and let's go and go. So you can see more pictures. You can just click and then download, click in here, right click, download, right click, download, right click, download. Are we together? So let's come back to this one. This one also has pictures, a lot of pictures. You can see it here. You can right click on it and then right click here, and then you can save or copy the image, or you can save the image as your sorry, I don't want to copy. I want to actually save image as you can just save the image to our listing, and then when we are not done. Is that okay? So that is how to actually research for hotels. So you can go to their website from here and see how you can actually use them. Now once you are done with them, I will show you what to do when you are done with them. But let's research for the next thing. The next thing is we want to research for restaurants. Now in those hotels, they sell food there. Is that okay? But if your boss don't like eating in those hotels, you can actually research for other hotels or other restaurants outside within where he's staying. Is that okay? So you can come here and say beautiful best restaurants, right? Restaurants in hotel. But most men or most people actually eat in the hotel that they lodge. Is that okay? So from here, you can now click on here, go to the website again and do the same thing. So let's click on here, and then we're going to go to the website. So this is the website where they sell food. The name of the website is restauranttonys.com. Is that okay? Please allow it. It's still opening because it's network. Okay, you can see it. All right, so you can see it. See it. All right, so you can see this kind of food. You can now download the pictures again as usual. All right, now one more thing again is you can actually type here and say, let's say your boss is a Nigerian and he like Nigerian delicacies, right? You can just type here and say hotels or restaurants in, because the reason why people actually don't eat in hotels is because those hotels might not sell the kind of food they want. Are you understanding me? So you might actually come here and say hotels or restaurants in Paris, France that sells Nigerian delicacies. Are you saying? Type it here, the website will come out, you go. There is always website for them. You go there, get the website and all of that, and we are good. Now the next thing we are going to search for is what? City attraction. So we have to come here again and type beautiful best city attraction. That's if you want to visit any attraction site for him to enjoy himself before he returns, right? Attraction, city attraction, and click on enter. And then they will still show you some websites. There is Crack the Egg, Escape Room Center for the 4th Avenue. This one is safe. I don't know how to pronounce this in place. So let me click on it, open it to another website. Don't laugh me. I don't know how to speak French, but any of you want to teach me French, you can teach me. All right, so this one is, see the way it is like this. You can go through it. If it meets your demand, you can get it. If it does not give me to this one, you actually go and see live and fish animals or aquatic animals. Is that okay? So we don't want this one because except he does not want it. So like this one, I like this one, I like this one. So let me click on them like this, and then they're going to open in a different website. So you can see there is a website, so I can right click. Let me just click it. So there should be a website for it. Just scroll down, you should be able to see a website for it, and then you go to the website and see how you can actually help yourself to get the link, the pictures, and everything that has to do. So this is a place you might actually go to, relax and all of that and come back. Is that okay? Now let's go back. Now the last but not the least from our list here is car renters. Let's say he wants to actually get a car, and the cars that may actually carry him. Is that okay? That is if he does not want to book Uber or Bolt, and based on any transportation company that is popular there, a remote transportation company that is popular there. So cannot come here and just type car renters, right? Best car renters. So let me remove the word beautiful from this one. All right, so everything is not beautiful. All right, so I'm going to click on OK, and then it's going to bring up some things again, and then you can see all of them here. Are you seeing? So you can now follow through the thing, and you now see car rental agency, 3 space. This is the location. The location does not fall around that place. Please, you don't need to use it. Is that okay? So with all the information we have gathered, we will now return back to our form. So from this our form, we'll now scroll down, and let's say we want to use this. So what I want to do is I'll just delete this like this, and then I'll just highlight everything and I'll delete it because I don't need it. So for this one, because I just want it to be colored, I can just put it on red. Let me put it on red, and then here is I will just put city attraction. No, let me put restaurant, hotel first, because it's hotel I search first. Hotel, right? Hotel reservation, or 3 best hotels, for example, 3 best hotels in France. Is that okay? Right, 3 best hotels in France, for example. France, and then we can now say, okay, 3 best hotels in France. Now pay attention to what I'm about to do here, because I only do for one slide, then you do for others that we researched. Now the first thing is we click on here, and then we delete, we duplicate it, bring it down. Let me color it to black so that it will show. All right, so now let's come back to here. You must have jotted down all these things, right? So I say best hotels. Sorry, so I want to return back there, so I see the name best hotels in Paris, France, and click on enter, and it's going to open. Please just give me some time. All right, so it now opens, and the name of this hotel is Golden Tulip. For example, Golden Tulip. So what we'll do is, this is the website, right? And I told you to go to the website, but right click on the website and then copy the link of the address of the website. Now let's come here, and then we can now put this one here. We'll not change it and say I think the name of the website is Tulip. I don't know if it's correct, but this is Tulip. All right, now what you will do is, after you put Tulip as the name, that's number 1, because you will actually put 3. So I'll just put number 1 Tulip. Sorry, let me increase it. Number 1 is Tulip. Please type it properly. Then what you will now do is now bring 3 or 4 images or even videos of the videos you downloaded or the picture you downloaded from those websites. That's why I told you to download them. So we'll come to upload, and then we'll come to our download. Okay, they are here. So I downloaded 2. I can come here and then click on enter, and then you can see that they should be here. Now I will now bring them in, and then I'll now resize them, right? Resize them, and then I'll put them here. I want to resize them again, and then I'll now move it up. All right, so bring in the next picture and then resize it again. Very important. Resize it again, and then bring it there, and then put like 3 pictures, or even if you have a video, you link it so that you'll be able to see how nice they are, what they have, so that he will be able to choose one. You are putting 3 so that he can be able to choose one. Are we together? So that is it. Now the next thing is we now put the price. Is that okay? We now put the price. So you can just say 3 bedroom, or sorry, the best one. That is, they are in different things. Now let's say gold, and now put let's say 200k per night, for example, per night. And then I'll now put again, maybe the premium own is you pay 300. You know that hotels are in different ranks now. That's what I'm saying. That if you go to those websites, you get all of it. So let's say for premium, you pay 300k per night, right? And all of that. So you now put it here, and then bring it here, and then resize it. Let me increase it from here, and then resize it. all right, and then you bring it here. Is that okay? Now the next thing, which is the last one, is you now put the link of that website so that let your boss go and see it by himself. Are you okay? Are we together? So now click here and then you just put what will you put here? So let's just put tulip website, for example. That's the name of the hotel, tulip website. Now you are not going to put the website here, you are going to link it. How do you link it? After you type tulip website, that's the name of the company, you now highlight everything here, and then you will come here, you will see where we have link. There's a place where we have this strike through. Okay, in case you can't find link here, but you should supposed to find link here. But in case you can't find link here, please come here and you see that when we highlighted it, we did not highlight all. Please, let's highlight it complete. When we highlighted it, you can see that it shows a coil link here. If you can't find a coil link here, click on more and you will now see where we have link. Is that okay? Click on link and then you now put the link of that website here and then you now click on done. Now if you click on done, everything here is okay, and then let's correct it and then click on done. Now when you click on done and click outside, you now see that the way it has now have an underline. Are you seeing? It was even supposed to appear in blue because most of the websites that we do usually have let's edit link, and there should be a place to put the color, but if there's no color, no problem, leave it. But once your boss see this thing here, as he's scrolling to see it, he will know that there's a link there. You don't have to paste the link, please. It looks childish to paste the link. So link is the way I've just shown you. And now we are done with the first one. We are now moving to the second one. All you have to do is what? Highlight it and then duplicate and then move it to the second one, and then you can now put it here, and then here you can now delete it. Let's say what's the second hotel? The second hotel is Paris Ador or Paris J Ador. So I've just come back to my what I'm building and I say J Ador, for example. Let's say that's the hotel, so this one will now be the second one. All right, so this is the second one, and then here you can now name it again. So if this one is, let's say the gold one is 150k, for example, 150k, for example, and then this one, the premium one, will now be 200. All right, 200. All right, now what is the website? The website is here again. Come here again, and then this is the Paris, and then right click, copy the link address, then come here again, and then you can now remove this, right, how they call, double click on it, click on edit link, and then you can now delete this link that is inside here and paste the new one and click on OK. Now you can also delete this by putting J Ador, and then you can click on OK. Are you seeing? So we are now done. So the pictures you downloaded from that website, also delete these ones, and then bring in those pictures. Let's say this picture is one of the pictures you bring from that, but the second website, you now arrange them here properly. You can even post videos. And let's say this one is the second picture, you bring them here, and then the third picture you bring them here, because there should be three. Now as we are done, we now move to the next one, which is now duplicate, and now move again to here, and then let's now see what is the last one. The last one is actually 4 seasons. Let's just say it's 4 seasons, for example. So what we'll do is that let's come back to our slide, and then let me click outside and then click on here to double click and say 4 seasons. 4 seasons is the name of the website. All right, so let me decrease it a little, so then increase it. Now this one is 3, so this one is 3. All right, so you just do everything again and again, just like that. Put the price, put the pictures, delete these pictures to put the new ones, and just like that and like that. From that, we are now done with the hotel. So your boss can now come here and see this hotel, say, okay, this one looks nice, this one looks nice, this one is cheaper than this one, and they still have good website, good hotels. You will go for this one, and it will now let you know in that form. Are we together? So please kindly help me subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let's proceed. We'll soon be done. Is that okay? Now the next thing to do is to now, of course, we research for car rentals, we research for city attraction and for restaurants. So what we'll do is we'll have to come back to our slide, and then let's duplicate this by clicking on this plus sign here, and then we can now say car rentals. All right, car rentals. And then you can now change this color to any color, or you want to leave it at that color, fine, you can leave it at that color. But let me change it to blue. Right now, you now still follow the same process. I'm not going to do it again, please. You have to follow the same process, just the way I told you. Research it, go to the website, put their names, and put 3. Is that okay? Now when you are done, you move to the next one. The next one is city attraction. Right? And then you now come here, and then you can now follow the same process again. Go to the website just the way I showed you from here, just the way I showed you everything. You must have researched them and come back. Then the next one is what? The next one is food and restaurants. This is food and restaurants. The last one, we'll click on here. Just ensure that you make them beautiful. All right. So let's say this one is food and restaurants. All right. Sorry. Restaurants, and then you can now delete the pictures, put new pictures that you brought. Beautiful food picture. If from that form he say he likes egusi soup, ensure that you pick a picture from any website that carries egusi soup. Please, it's very important. Is that okay? So that's why he might not be able to eat in the hotel. So if he goes to Paris and notice that there's no egusi soup in that hotel, so he will now refer back to your document and go to that restaurant without him stressing it himself. That's why you are hired. That's why he's paying you. Is that okay? So that's how to do that. Now the next thing on our list here is to now put social norms. What are social norms? So now come back to our slide, and then let's just scroll down, and then for this we can just put social norms. Now for these pictures we want to delete them, but let me delete them. All right, let me delete them, and delete them. Now let me decrease them because I want to do something, so I might actually use them. So let me decrease something and bring it up here. All right, so what are social norms? Now before then, let me bring a text. Click on here, click on add text, and add social norms. Now there are some social norms. All right, so there are some places or countries in the world where, for example, in Nigeria, Yoruba people have a culture that they prostrate down to greet their elderly people. Is that okay? Some people shake their hands, some people hold their hands like this, some people kiss, some people hug. So there are different social norms for that. So all you have to do is, of course, come to Google and type just type France social norms. Is that okay? Google is your friend for this particular thing. Norms, and click on okay, and then you can see how they greet. So if this call is good, download the picture. If this one, just look at the pictures of how the social norms are. Pick one or two of the pictures and use there. So let me just download one for the purpose of this class, and I'll show you. All right, so let me come here and say this one that they are kissing here. Where is the one that they are kissing? Because kissing is actually a form of communication. So let's see. So let's say I like this one, click on it. All right, click on it, but please ensure that the images have good quality. Is that okay? If they don't have good quality, you can go to freepik.com and download good quality video, or pizzabe.com or pixel.com. Download good pictures. All right, so you can now, let's come back to all because we are under images. Then you can now come down, and then you can now see that we have French, courtesy, and social rules explained. Open it, read it, and pick out all the rules, all the norms that they have. Is that okay? Open this one at 14 custom traditions, copy all of them, and then you can now come here. Let's say these are the ones I copied, for example, because I don't want to open that thing. We can come here, and then I'll just click on add text, and then bring it down, and then let me click on this and then paste it. Is that okay? Now I've pasted it. All right, so you can see it here. All right, so I can just paste it there, and then I can just click on it, put it on the left side, left alignment. Sorry, let me highlight everything, paste it on left alignment. All right, so it's here. So I can also give it a bullet point by clicking on here, and it has given a bullet point. Let me reduce them. That's how to do it. Let me reduce them, and then you can edit them. All right, you can edit them. Are you seeing? So you can edit them and make them look good. All right, so now from here you can now bring in those pictures that you put so that you can see how it actually looks. So click on upload, and then click on the picture, and then the picture is here. You can now pick it and join here. This is how to do it. Very, very simple. Is that okay? But remember again, please name it here. So this one is for social norms. So let me click here, copy, paste here, paste it. All right, so with that we are done with the social norms, and then let's go to the next one. The next one is budget. Of course, you should create a table. All right, let's say, okay, let's say I like this table, for example, and I don't need this page, so I'll click on here to delete the page, and I need this one. So this is the budget, right? So you can now you see types of expenses, all the expenses you will use, the how they call the money he's going to pay for city attraction, the money he's going to pay for restaurant food per day, the money he's going to pay for accommodation, the money he's paying for flight, the money he's paying for everything needs to be aligned here. So you cannot create something like this and say, okay, for this one like this is city attraction, all right, city attraction, and then how much is he spending for it? So let's delete this, for example, or let's delete this, and then the money he's spending is $1,000, for example. Then the next thing is what? Food. Then how much is he going to spend there? So you will get all this information from that form. Is that okay? Then from here you can now put something here, and then let's say he's spending $300. All right, you can just let me put $sign in front of it. All right, let's food should be more than, so let's say $3,000. All right, so you just name them like that. This one is, let's delete it, for example, and then we are done. That's all. Very simple. That's why you need to use templates. Even if you don't get the templates that has all of these things, try to ensure that you know how to create your own things, make them look different. So let's say this background, I want it a different color. Please, I emphasize, make your things beautiful. I might not be trying to beautify this thing because I'm actually teaching, right? So ensure that you make them very beautiful and they look okay. Is that okay? All right, so the next thing here is now itinerary and summary. Now you need to actually give a separate page. Look at the summary. A separate page. You may not, if you don't know how to use this one, you might research on YouTube to see how to convert your data to the pie chart or another. But if you don't know this, please, if I was the one, I will even delete it. I'll delete it, and then here I'll just put summary of travel expenses, and then I'll just increase it. All right, and then I'll just do less and then increase it again. Sorry, this thing's supposed to be in one line, so let me click on space. All right, so I'll just take it here, and then I want this space to be white actually, so I'll click on this, and then I'll click on white. Oh, that thing, I need to change it to black so that it will fit. All right, so click on bold, and then let me click on it again, and then put it here. Now once it's here, you now put the summary of everything. The budget actually looks like the summary, but it is not the summary. Why? Because here you are going to put, in your summary you are going to put, like, for example, let me show you, please. I need to show you. So from here you're going to put total money to be spent. All right, total money to be spent. Right, you can put it here, then you can put it here and do it in form of table. Let's put it here, and then you can also put the next thing is recommended. That's recommended hotels. All right, let's move. Okay, don't mind the way all these things are looking, but you make your own beautiful. So bring this and bring there, and then the next thing is what? Recommended city attraction. Are you seeing how everything is looking? Just ensure that you give a summary of everything. Is that okay? Let's scroll up. Sorry, let's scroll down, and then here, under here, but please let's change the colors to black because the heading is already carried. Now in this other side, so I'll now click on here, and then I'll now bring it here. So recommended, how much total? Maybe he might spend $5,000. All right, so let me put it here and then put the $sign. All right, so the recommended hotels, I'll also duplicate this and bring it down. So recommended hotels were J Ado, comma, are you seeing? Let's say Dennis Hotel, comma, and then which hotel again? You name them. The recommended city attraction, you name them. So you're just going to give a summary of everything that you have done, particularly from this outline. Recommended food restaurant, recommended car, all the things you have concluded. Now you cannot give a last space. Okay, let's say we don't need all these spaces again. You cannot click it. Anyone that you don't need, you cannot delete all of them. Okay, so for this one, I will delete all of them because I actually don't need them. And okay, so for this I'll just click on add a new space, page, and then on this here, and I put on summary. Now there's a difference between an executive summary and conclusion. This one is conclusion, please, not summary, conclusion. All right, cool. So in your conclusion, you can now say this information were verified accurately with the links attached, and further review or further questions can be returned back to you. That's the conclusion. This trip was completely booked and reserved, and further review or feedback should be returned back to you to correct. Are you understanding? Now we are done with it, and please ensure that you name every page. This one is the conclusion page. This one is the summary page. Let me just copy. I don't have time typing. And then this one is, we don't need this one. This one is budget. Okay, so it's budget. So come here and put in budget. Now this one is food and restaurants. So just put it on food and restaurants. All right, go click on OK. Now this one is city attraction. I'll just put it. I did not do them from beginning. That's how we're doing them, right? All right, city attraction. I'll just put it on here. Then this one is car renters. I'll just put it on here. Copy and then paste. Then this one here is best hotels. All right, and then I'll click here and then click on enter. Then this one here is flight details, is being copy and all of that. Now we are now done, and I want to choose the last but not the least. Sorry, the video is becoming long, but I'm trying to cover everything. Remember, I told you it's an advanced class. Is that okay? Now we want to actually bring in the table of contents. We see this thing here. It has table of contents, but we left it. I think yes, table of contents is the last, but it's supposed to be the second thing. But I put it the last because I wanted to follow all through these things, right? All right, so I'm still remembering tripit. All right, so I'll do it. All right, so now let's come back to our slides, and then let me click on here and click on duplicate. So when I duplicate it, the second slide, I will delete it. Now I'll now bring in a new text, and I say table of contents. Is that okay? Table of contents. All right. Oh, I type rubbish. Table of contents, and I bring it here, and now resize it. Let's say I want to make this white or any whatever I want, or let me just leave it like this. It's not bad. So I'll just bring in another text, and I'll say, what is the first one? The first one is introduction. So I'll just put introduction. Please take note. So, but let me put one, please. Okay, I can rename them later. So let me just come here, click on enter. Then the second one is entry and exit requirements. Exit requirements. Please write them in order of this. Now the third one is flight details. Flight details. All right. All right. Now the next one is let's say the next one is, please let me put this on left alignment. Click on it, click on here, and it will come on left alignment. So the next one is car renters. The next one is food. The next one is hotel. Right. The next one is budget, etc. You can just align them, but I don't want to continue, please, so that it will not be too long. All right, now after you have named this thing, this is one of the most important thing I want you to do, and it's very important as a virtual assistant. After you have put the table of content that all the slide presentation has, you have to link all these things we are seeing here. They are called pages. All these things, all this one here, page 1, page 2, page 3. You have to link all the pages to the table of content, so that if your boss does not have the time and he only wants to go straight to, let's say, the place where we have to talk about hotel, as he's scrolling through it in the iPad on his computer, he can just click on it, click on hotel, and to take him down to that place. Is that okay? You are just making, your duty is to make work easier for him. Are we understanding? So that is it. So let's say we want to link hotel. What I want you to do is this. Let's scroll down to where we have hotel, right? Okay, this is where we have hotels, right? This is the page we have hotel. Click on it, click on the whole page, and then I want you, if you are using it from computer, see this grid view here. Please turn it away from grid view. Click on it. It will turn it away from grid view, and it will now make it in form of this, right? It will now make it in form of this. Now, if you make it in form of this, you can now see all the pages that we have for this particular slide presentation. Now you can now click on the three dotted line under the hotel, and then you can now see that we have copy link to this page. Click on copy link to the page and return it back to the grid view, and then you go back to your table of content, right? And then you now click on hotel, highlight hotel alone, right? And then now you can now see that it has a link. All right, you can see the link from here, but if you can't find it, but I showed you, once you highlight, something will pop up. Click on link, and then you paste the link of that thing there and click on OK. It will be underlined, showing you that that thing has now been linked. Is that okay? That is how to link all. You will link all the pages, but I want to link only two. I've linked one. Let me link one again so that you understand. So I want to link the budget own. What I will do is I'll come back here and put it on the normal link view, and then I'll now come to where we have budget. This is where we have budget, and then I'll click on it, and then we'll see where we have copy link to this page. Copy it, and then you can now go back and put it on the normal view again, and then return back to your page. And then under budget, you can now click on here, and then there's a link that will come up here. Just watch for it, and then click on paste and click on enter. Link everything including the introduction page. Is that okay? So with this, you are now good to go. Now when you want to now send it to your boss, how do you send it? Which is the last thing. Please rename it here as travel. Let me copy this travel, and then I'll come here and paste it, travel to France, maybe for Dennis. For instance, for this particular class, I'm your boss, so direct everything to me. All right, so now you want to send it to your boss, you can now click on share, and then your boss email can now be here. So just put your boss email. So let's say I put FMD Dennis, and click on here. So that's my name, and I can now say here is the schedule, or the schedule for blah blah blah. Just talk about it, and then wait for it. Is that okay? This button is supposed to show share. Notify me when accessed. Let's just tick it. You're not supposed to. I don't know why it's not okay. He said we have to put up to 18 or 1000. Well, no. There's when you put, okay, there's no, we have not put any email. That's why this share is not highlighted. So let's put email. All right, so it's not showing. Now when you put on under email, if you want your bot to edit that document, you can see that we already have it edit, so he can touch it and rearrange some things by himself. But if he does not want, if you don't want him to touch it, you can just put it on can view only, so you can view it but you can't do anything to it. Is that okay? So that is it. And then we can now hear the screen blah blah and now click on okay, share. So this email will now be sent directly to Dennis Onigan. Now let me go to my email at Dennis Onigan email, and you see that that document has been sent to me. So it will be sent directly to your boss once you put the person's email. Is that okay? Now let it come. Sorry, I'm taking a lot of your time because I'm trying to ensure that this, you can see Brain Onigan Dennis is the email that I use in registering this account. You can see it's Brain Onigan Dennis. So let's come back here and I'll click on open, and then when I click on open, you can see that a file has been sent to me to open. So let me click on here. I'll copy the link because I want to open it in another tab, because if I open it in this tab, it might not actually work for me. It might actually take me to the editing space. So I click on enter. So you will now see, if your boss needs to have a Canva account, so I will log into the Canva account and it will open. Your boss needs to have a Canva account, so it will open. All right, now if you don't want to share it to him on the email, right, what you can do is you can download it. Is that okay? You can click on here, and then you can click on download, and then you can change it to PDF. Ensure that it's under PDF, and then you click on download. I actually don't want to download it. Now if you also don't want to send it as download as PDF to him to read, what you can also do is that you can send it as a public link. Are you seeing public link? So you can send it as public link, or as even publish it as a website and copy the link and send to him. So there are other ways of sending things to him. So but the most preferred one is to send it to his email if he has an account with it. Even if he doesn't have account, once when we're in that place where we can register, you can see that what you can just do is just log in with his email and you open it. Very simple. So with that, we are now done with this class on how to plan like a pro as a virtual assistant. Please kindly help me subscribe to the channel and like this video. I'll see you in the next one. Please help me say something nice about me in the comment section if this was beneficial to you. I'll see you in the next class.